Ravi was a man driven by ambition. At 45, he had everything: wealth, status, and a successful career. But in chasing his dreams, he had neglected the people who mattered most: his family. His aging mother, Lakshmi, still lived in their ancestral home in the village, longing for her son's presence. "Come visit me, Ravi," she would often say during their brief phone calls. "I just want to see you." "Next month, Amma. I'm really busy now," he would reply, brushing off her request. There was always another meeting, another deal, another excuse. Years passed, and Ravi became even more engrossed in his work. He provided financial support to his mother, but never made time to visit her. Festivals, birthdays, and special occasions were all missed with the promise, "Next year for sure." His wife, Meera, often reminded him, "Ravi, your mother is getting older. She doesn't need your money. She needs you." But Ravi would sigh and say, "You don't understand, Meera. I'm doing all this for our future. She knows I love her." Deep inside, he convinced himself that as long as he was taking care of her financially, he was being a good son. The call that changed everything. One evening, as Ravi was preparing for an important client meeting, his phone rang. It was an unknown number from his village. Hesitating, he answered. "Sir, your mother has fallen ill. The doctor says she doesn't have much time." A strange panic gripped his heart. His hands trembled. Dropping everything, he booked the first flight to his village. His mind raced. What if I never see her again? As he arrived at the house, everything felt smaller than he remembered. The walls that once echoed with his laughter now stood silent. The air carried the scent of nostalgia and regret. He stepped into his mother's room. She lay on the bed, frail and weak, yet her eyes lit up when she saw him. "You came," she whispered with a tired smile. Tears welled up in Ravi's eyes. "I'm so sorry, Amma. I should have come sooner." She gently held his hand. "Don't cry, my son. I just wanted to see you one last time." That night she passed away peacefully, holding his hand. Ravi sat beside her, feeling an emptiness he had never known. The pain of regret. The days that followed were filled with rituals and condolences, but nothing could ease the weight in Ravi's heart. The home felt different without his mother's presence. As he walked through the rooms, he saw traces of her love everywhere. The old sweater she had knitted for him, the faded photographs, and even the sweets she had made, hoping he would visit. In a small wooden box beside her bed, he found letters. Letters she had written but never sent. In them she expressed her longing, her pride in his success, and her hope that he would return home. Ravi clutched the letters to his chest, his tears soaking the fragile paper. How could I have been so blind? A new beginning. From that day, Ravi changed. He made time for his wife and children, visited his hometown more often, and never let work steal his precious moments. He realized that success meant nothing if it came at the cost of losing the people who loved him unconditionally. Years later, when his own son got busy with work, Ravi sat beside him and said, "Son, I know life is demanding, but never forget your family. Don't make the mistake I did, because one day when you finally have time, they might not be there to wait for you." His son looked up, thoughtful and emotional. "I understand, Dad." That evening, Ravi booked a trip to his village, not out of guilt, but out of love, knowing that the most precious gift he could give was his presence. Moral of the story: success is important, but family and love are priceless. Never let life's busyness make you forget those who truly matter.